Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Pastor Jerone TV. I'm your host, Pastor Jerone Davison. It's been a long work week. We had Christmas. You had a lot going on. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. Spent time with your family, friends, and those of you who wanted to be around. I was busy working. Prayed for it and wished everyone a very happy holidays and all of that wonderful stuff. Just been a long work week. And now I'm on my way to the house of the Lord. I'm going to share a word with the saints. Don't forget Jesus. Don't forget Jesus. It's going to be a pretty good word. But I want to share with you real quick on this video on my way to the house of the Lord about the attacks on Christians who support our president. It doesn't matter what president it is. The president of our country should be supported by the people, unless the man is telling us to worship Satan, unless the man is telling us to kill our babies, unless the man is telling us to have sexual relations that is against God. Oh, that was the last president. Forget that. We have a new president. His name is President Donald Trump. And Christianity Today, which was formerly owned by, I want to say, not Pat Robertson, but Billy Graham. Billy Graham founded it, but he sold it. It's in someone else's hands. And the person who wrote a hit piece said that Donald Trump needs to be impeached and removed from office. This was from a Christian magazine, and that's what's been in the news most of the week besides the impeachment stuff. And so they're trying to get the evangels, which they call white Christians, and black Christians they call Democrats. It's true. I'm not making this up. They call white Christians evangels and black Christians Democrats. But tell me what you think about that. That's pretty much true, pretty much. It's crazy. It's really crazy because the Democrat policies are anti-Bible, anti-God, anti-Christ. But we've been so loyal to that, thinking that it's the Republicans are racist and that Democrats are not racist. But the more you research and the more you look at it and listen to their policies, you know it's the Democrat parties that are racist. They are trying to bring in people in it that don't belong in this country and give them the benefits that are due us. We're having a homeless crisis. We're having diseases. We have all types of things that you can deal with the citizens of this country and take our money and give it to them. But anyway, back to this hit piece on President Donald Trump from the Christian magazines. These things are paid for by a man by the name of George Soros. It came out recently that George Soros is paying these guys and incentivizing these magazines to write, Christians, to write stuff about removing President Donald Trump. President Donald Trump is pro-Christian. He's pro-church. He's pro-freedom of religion. He's anti-abortion. He's pro-life. All the things that a Christian would want to support. He even wants to put Bibles back into schools. But you want him to be removed from office based on a phone call? You know you're very wicked when you do that. And listen, I'm going to say this. I'm not going to be long. I'm on my way to church. I'm going to use the same defense for President Donald Trump that I used with President Obama. When people was talking about him and the things that he was doing. And they was trying to make it out as if President Obama needed to be a pastor. Well, when America goes to the poll to vote, they don't vote for a pastor. They're not voting for a pastor. They're voting for a president. And all these people out here, like Al Sharpton, who hasn't been faithful, Jesse Jackson, all these pastors have slept around. Even Martin Luther King, he was a pastor, slept around and his wife had affairs outside of their marriage, and they were pastors. But you don't see America trying to hold them to the same standard that you're trying to hold the current president of the United States. You're trying to hold him to some holy, extra angelic standard when that's never what we voted for. We voted for a president, a man to enforce policies that are closely reflect our biblical faith. Okay? As for me, okay, I don't want to support death as far as killing infants when it comes to abortion. That's anti-Bible. We even just been celebrating it this week, talking about how when the angel came to Mary and told her she was going to be pregnant with Jesus, by that time Elizabeth was already pregnant with John the Baptist. And when Elizabeth heard Jesus, when Elizabeth heard Mary talking about how that the angel met her, the baby John leaped in her womb. That's life in the womb already. That baby recognized the salutation and the gospel even from the womb. So yeah, we recognize life from the womb, from inception. Okay? And to take that life is murder. Okay, we're against same sex. We're for traditional marriage. And President Donald Trump is for traditional marriage. So these are the things that we're saying. When we vote for a president, we're not voting for a pastor. We're not voting for a pastor. We go to church, and our pastors, they preach to us, and they are an example to us. But I notice most Democrat Christians, their pastors could go out there and do everything, but they'll come back and argue you to death about forgiveness. But with Donald Trump, with his 10-year past, 20-year past things that happened 10, 20 years ago with him, they won't forgive him. Understand? But they'll forgive their pastor who slept with somebody's wife, you know. But these are the things that, you know, it's nothing. We're just going to keep moving forward and enjoying our lives and stay blessed, and let the confused be the confused. And let's not even try to convince them anymore. We're going into a new year, a new season. We're enjoying blessed financially. We're blessed financially. We're blessed sitting. We're blessed in our uprising. We're blessed in our coming. We're blessed in our going. We're blessed in the city, and we're blessed in the field. Blessed are we all around. Blessed in our health. Blessed in our bank account. We're blessed in our children. We're blessed. And if they want to be miserable, just let them be miserable, and let's just be blessed. This is Pastor Jerome. Stay blessed.